Okay, just so we can give all of you a bit of an update on what's going on and how we're going to move forward for the next couple of weeks with the changes in all the regulations. So on the presentations here it says we've had a busy week. With lots of different bits coming together. So we've got a presentation just to give us some bullet points so that we know what we're going to be covering, cover all the points, because it is quite complicated and it's taken us a while to get our heads around it. So moving into step 2 of lockdown, and it's been confirmed that as of the 12th of April there's some changes going on and it's been relaxed a bit, and we rely on the Department of Culture, Media and Sport to know what's going on and what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do, basically. And they've updated their framework for returning to combat sports. Some of you may not have been aware of this. This is just something they put in, giving something specific for those activities rather than just lumping us in with all the other sports out there, which obviously have different requirements. So they've done that, and there's also been something called a return to play guidance. So every sport is having to submit return to play, or an RTP as we may call it from now on. And there's been one actually for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that's been approved. So what we're going to go through really is kind of what that looks like. We've also had some communication from some of the venues, so we're going to do a separate one for the kids. So if you're watching this and you've also got kids that are training as well, we're going to have a little separate video for you for that. All right, so this is just focusing on the adults.
Okay, so the updated guidance from the DCMS says that, and I quote, from the 12th of April, indoors organised combat sports activities can resume at phase 1 for adults. That's easy for me to say, right? But any activity that does not meet social distancing guidance can only take place between people from the same household or support bubble. Which was very similar to how we were working in the autumn, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you think about how we were before, then that's kind of how it will look physically. There's just some changes sort of within the way we structure classes. So,
which is this?
Yeah, phase 1, we can train with equipment, e.g. your grappling dummies. I almost pointed over there, but he's over there. So you can train with your grappling dummy, obviously. We can offer in-person, socially distanced, one-to-one training sessions, but we can't deliver group sessions. So this is the weird thing. It's going to look like it did before, where we've got the mat separated, 2 meters apart, sectioned off, and you're going to stay within your section. And then Robin and I can move around, but we've got to, again, stay distanced. But we can't teach from the front like we were before. So whereas before we'd lead the class, the whole class would, go ahead with you guys all doing the same stuff at the same time, and we're delivering that at the front. That can't now happen. So you've got to do your individual thing on your mat, and then we can kind of come around the distance setting to help you on a one-to-one basis, basically.
And we can do multiple ones of those in one session, so that's the only thing there. Just from a venue point of view, we've heard from South Woodland Ferrers Leisure Centre only at like 3 PM yesterday, as it turns out, and they've confirmed that they're happy for us to recommence our hire from the 12th of April, so that's Monday. As it stands, we haven't heard from Dovedale's, but we didn't really expect to, because we don't think they're actually open until Monday, because they've got no outdoor facilities that they've been looking after. What's the next one? Okay, so basically, what does this mean for us?
So from Monday, we can offer in-person socially distanced training. Open mat sessions, basically, is what we're kind of looking at it. Ahead of time, we're going to film the videos and we'll share the technique videos that we're suggesting is the class material for that week. So you will get an instructional video on a particular topic that will be the topic for the week, and you can then look at that the night before, take it with you on your phone, because we're going to have it on YouTube, so it's available to you wherever and whenever you are, and you can drill that material with your dummy or with your partner during that session. And then if you've got any questions about that material, then we can come around and help you and coach you with that individual material. Or if you're doing working on something else, then we can do the same thing. All right, but we're going to do those videos whilst we're in the phase that we're in now, so that you've got those in advance to work on throughout that week. And we're trying to film it so that you've got enough material to take you through whatever your level is. Okay?
Hopefully more than enough.
Yeah, hopefully more than enough. And then the sessions, as they were before, we have to make sure we pre-book. So again, exactly the same as we did before, put the message out, people can then say, yeah, I'm in, we're going to have session limits, but there's plenty of sessions available for you if you want to do those in-person ones.
Okay, so what does the timetable look like from Monday? So on a Monday, we're going to go back to being at Southwood and Ferris Leisure Centre. We're going to have at 7, 8, 9 p.m, we're going to have open mat sessions. They're going to be roughly 45 minutes to 50 minutes each to allow for crossover. Just a little point though, guys, the 9 o'clock one, we're only going to open that one up once the other two are kind of reasonably full. Otherwise, we might be there for 3 hours for a very sparse amount of people. Okay. But yeah, on the hour, every hour, 7, 8 and 9 on Monday. Wednesday still Zoom. So guys, if you can't get to the location at the moment, we're still at Zoom on Zoom on a Wednesday or Saturday if you want to train like that until we hear from Dovedale. So that's still Gymnastica at 7 and fundamentals at 8 on a Wednesday, so there's no change there. On a Thursday we're back at the Leisure Centre again, same setup as it is on a Monday evening, so the same times. That replaces the quiz night, so unfortunately no more Kahoot quizzes. And then Saturday, as we said, at the moment it's Zoom, and it's 9 for Gymnastica and 10 for fundamentals. I think that's kind of it on that bit, isn't it? If any questions, guys, on that, or you've not quite taken it in, give us a message. Yeah, just going forward, do you want to? Really, it's up to you.
So we might be able to offer the same type of sessions at Dovedale's if they get in contact with us, and then we can review that. So that's a TBC really, see what happens. Step 3 of lockdown relaxation is scheduled for 12th of May.
Yep.
Allowing
12th, maybe I'll say 17th of May. Yeah, sorry.
Allowing group exercise. That'll teach me for just reading. And at this, at that point, we can find out what the return to play looks like, whether that's going to go ahead. Is the DCS going to allow that to go forward?
Well, to be fair, I think
but it's going to be group.
The phase 2 part of the return to play has been accepted, and that does say that you can have training bubbles up to 6 people. So potentially we can start having bubbles of people that are nominated training bubble. I think the question is whether that comes in at step 3 or whether they hold that off. But the phase 2 of that return to play has been accepted.
Yeah, okay. And so we, at the time then, closer to that time, and if that gets accepted, then we'll have a look at it and decide what size groups, whether we go up to that 6 or whether we come down a little bit.
Yeah, there might be a little bit of a benefit of keeping it a little smaller, but we can look at that.
Yeah.
I think the last one is, just thanks guys, just a general thank you for sticking with us, all the support we've had. This has been a very strange year, and Annus Horribilis.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for your support, and very much appreciated. And we're just looking forward to getting back in person. So hopefully this answers all your questions, but if you're not sure, then feel free to message us privately or put it onto the WhatsApp group. I'm sure, like always, if you're not sure and you've got a question, then somebody else will be thinking the same thing. So spread the word, let everyone know. If they're not sort of looking at the WhatsApp group right now as well, that would help us out if there's anyone you're in contact that possibly has turned that chat off during sort of lockdown times. So yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers guys.